Hi guys, welcome all of you to Edge Automation. So this is session number 3 in TestNG series, and in this session we are going to see what is test suite or TestNG test suite. We will see what is TestNG XML file, very important thing in TestNG framework. Then after that we will see how we can create TestNG XML file, okay, for our main project. And then we will see how you can run the test cases using this TestNG XML file. Okay, so this file is very important. Whatever advantages we have seen in session 1, we have seen like why we use the TestNG and why it makes it a very powerful unit testing framework. So all these advantages, most of the things, the scenarios will be done through the TestNG XML file. Okay, so before you start using the TestNG, you need to make sure that you have TestNG plugin installed in your system. Okay, and then next thing is TestNG dependency. Okay, then only we will be able to use the TestNG XML file. Okay, so why we required plugin is TestNG plugin, because we won't be able to run the test case using the TestNG. Okay, so as I have shown in session 2, we are directly running this test case and we do not have any main method here, right? It's just a Java program, but we have not written any main method. We are directly running using the TestNG. So TestNG will works as a compiler here. Okay, so how will you make sure you have TestNG plugin installed or not? Just go to Windows, Preferences, and here if you see this TestNG here, that means your system has TestNG installed. Okay, so for running test case we require TestNG plugin. And why do we require TestNG dependency? Okay, in session 2 I have added TestNG dependency here like this. Okay, so why we require that? Because when we want to use the TestNG methods or functions, okay, so you will be able to import all these annotations or methods, classes, only if you have added the TestNG dependency. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to import. Okay, and we won't be able to use these annotations. Okay, so make sure you have TestNG plugin and TestNG jar files, means TestNG dependency added in pom.xml file. Okay, so in session 3, in this session we will see what is test suite and TestNG test suite. Okay, so test suite, at name suggest, suite means collection of multiple things. Okay, suite of anything means it is the collection, it contains multiple things, not a single thing. So test suite nothing but it is the collection of multiple test cases, we can say. Collection of multiple tests, or you can say test case, right? It is the test suite. And TestNG test suite means the collection of multiple test case that we are going to create in TestNG framework. Okay, so that's why we called it as a TestNG test suite. And this TestNG test suite, how we are going to run? We are going to run that collection of multiple test cases using this TestNG XML file. Okay, so that's where TestNG XML file comes into picture. So last session we have run a single test. Okay, we have created one class, one test case 1, and this contains 2 methods. Okay, this, and how we run that is using directly, you can click on this run, or you can right click here and run as TestNG test. So this is only a single test case or single test, so directly you are able to run it. But what if you have like in your framework we will have more than 100, 500, 1000 test cases. Okay, and if you want to run those test cases in a single run, just clicking once you will be able to run all the test cases, right? So without XML file, if you are trying to do that, you need to go to each test case, then click on run, or again right click on this run as TestNG test. Okay, so for every class you need to do the same. Okay, so this will be the time consuming process. Okay, this is not a best way. So best way is use the TestNG XML file for that purpose. So what is TestNG XML file? So first of all, this is just a name, TestNG. You can give anything here. Okay, for example, regression XML file, or sanity.xml file, anything. So XML files, here important thing is XML file. So XML is nothing but extensible markup language. Okay, so XML is just, we can say, the file format used to store and transport the data. Okay, we will store the data, we can transport the data, and important thing is it is human and machine readable. Okay, human and machine readable, easy to understand for both machine and human. Unlike binary file, which only machine can understand, we don't understand what exactly it is, what is the data inside it for binary files, which consist of 0, 1, like that. So this file, XML file, will contain the data in the forms of nodes. Okay, it will contain some nodes. It will have, let's say, node 1, it will have some data here, and then we will end the node. Okay, so in form of multiple nodes, it will have the data, and that will be processed. Okay, and okay, so XML file is nothing but just like our Word, Excel, this just an extension of file format, okay, by which we can store and transport the data. Okay, so in our main project we have already seen one XML file. Our pom.xml file is the example. Okay, you can see here different nodes are here, starting node, some data inside it, and ending node. Okay, so in similar format we will have our TestNG XML file, right? So what is TestNG XML file? It is just an XML file which will contains suits. Okay, what this TestNG XML file contains? It consists of suit, test, or method, okay, that we want to run. Okay, can here is the classes. Okay, so it will consist of nodes with suit, test, classes, and method. Okay, so by using this TestNG XML file, we will be able to run our test case. You can run single test case, or as I have already told you, it will consider suit of test cases, multiple test cases. So you will be able to run the multiple test cases. Okay, you can have multiple suits, you can have multiple tests or multiple classes, multiple methods inside this TestNG XML file, and once you run it, it will run all the data with all the suits, whatever test cases present under this suit, it will run one after another. Okay, so next thing is how to create TestNG XML file for our Maven project. Okay, so this Maven project that we have already created in session 2, so this consists of one test cases. Okay, so let me create one more test case here. I will just copy this. Okay, now we have two test cases. Okay, so if you want to run all these test cases, for example, this package contains 100 test cases, suppose. So you want to run all those 100 test cases in a single run. Okay, you don't have to go to each test case and run each and every method or each and every test case. Okay, so for that purpose, what you can do, you can create the TestNG XML file for this your Maven project, we can say. Okay, so for that purpose, what you have to do is right click on your project, and at the bottom you will see this TestNG. Okay, so why you are able to see this option? Because we have installed TestNG plugin, right? So if TestNG plugin is not available, you won't be able to see this option. So go to this option and then you will find convert to TestNG. Means you are converting this project into TestNG project, like that. So once you click on that, it will show you generate TestNG XML file. Yes. Okay, so make sure it is checked. Then location, your project location, the by default location. Then suite name means anything you can give. So whatever name you have provided here, that will be displayed here. Okay, so this is just a preview of the TestNG XML file. Once you click on finish, the file will be in this format. Okay, it's just a preview, so that you can change it if you want to change anything prior to creating the TestNG XML file. So test name is test, so if you change from here, it will change here, like that. You can change, you can see that test 45, or suit if you change like that, it will change. Okay, so let it be by default like that. Class selection, here we have two options, class level and package level. So I will tell you more on this later. So if you select the package, you will find package here. Okay, if you select the classes, you will find the classes. So currently we have two classes, test case 1, test case 2. Okay, so whatever classes available under this package, all will be included automatically, okay, while creating the TestNG XML file. And parallel mode, that I will I'm going to take the separate session on this, how you can run the test case in parallel mode using TestNG. And thread count is like how many threads you want to run concurrently. Okay, so if you change from here, it will be displayed where it is thread count. Yeah, here thread count is 1, like that. So I will tell you all about this in detail in coming lectures. So currently we are just focusing on the TestNG XML file, how it looks, what it contains, okay, and how to use it to run our multiple test cases in a single run. Okay, so just click on this finish, and at bottom under below the pom.xml file, you will find this TestNG XML file got generated. Okay, so double click on that and you will find what it contains. This is the statement. By default it will add, let it be like that. This is the suite name. Okay, so you can change any name, like suite means collection of multiple tests. Okay, so currently we have only one test. Okay, and it contains two classes. Class 1 is our test case 1 and second is test case 2. Okay, so this is how you can create the TestNG XML file. Okay, so next thing is how to use TestNG XML file to run the test cases. So we have the file and it contains single test as of now. Okay, this suite is having name suite 1, or maybe I will change the name. We can give any name. Let's say this is our regression suite. Okay, so regression suite contains one test having two classes, test case 1 and test case 2. Okay, and let us run this. So how to run this? Right click on your TestNG XML file, go to run as, and run as TestNG suite. Means run all the test cases in this suite, regression suite. Okay, so currently our TestNG XML file has only one suite. Okay, so let us go and run it. Okay, so we can see all the test cases got run. TestNG session 2, session 2, session 2 means this contains two methods where we are just printing the some sentence here. Okay, so you can see these two and two from test case 1. Okay, so all the 4 methods got executed, okay, in a single run. Okay, so this is how you can use the TestNG XML file to run the multiple test cases. So currently we just have the 2 test cases. In your actual project you may have more than 100, 500 test cases. So here you can see class name how we have given the full name starting with the package name, and then we will give the class name. Okay, so don't just give the class name, it will not work. Okay, give com.qa.testcases, this is the package name. Under this package I have this testcase1.java, okay, and testcase2.java. so you need to provide the package name also, and then provide the class name. Okay, so this is about the class or classes. So let's say in this package, let's say for example we have 100 of test cases. Okay, so if you want to run those 100 test cases, you will have to add this class, every class entry, and it will create the 100 entries here, right? 100 entries will be created, so it will increase your TestNG.xml file size. Okay, so what if you want to run like 100 or more than 10, if 10 is there, you may add class level. But if you have more than 100 200 300 test cases in a single package, and if you want to run, then in TestNG.xml file, instead of these classes, you can use the package level. Means we are going to run all the test cases under this package in a single run. Okay, so you don't have to mention the classes. Okay, so for mentioning 100 classes, it will increase the size of TestNG.xml file. Okay, so that's why we will use the package level. So how to do that? Let me first comment this out. Okay, so suit test, and then you need to provide the package. So this is our package node, packages first, starting and ending node, enter, and here we will create package, then name equal to, similar to the class, first we define the classes, then so similarly packages, then package name equal to, what is your package name? Package name is com.qa.testcases. Okay, provide this name, and okay, starting and ending node. So this is how you can mention create the packages. Under packages you can create the package that you want to run. So all how many test cases, no, doesn't matter, like how many test cases are under this package, it can be 100 500, so all will be run one after another. Okay, so as we have just mentioned in a single line, so instead of mentioning this class 100 times, okay, you can directly use this package node. Okay, and it will do the same work, right? So it has reduced our TestNG.xml file size. Okay, so this is one of the use. Let's say let's say you have one more package under this. Let me create another package. We'll just go with this. So in real-time project, you may have more than 2-3 packages. Okay, for example, this is our test cases and test cases.copy. Okay, so just for example, if you want to run all the test cases from this package and also all the test cases from this second package. Okay, so let's say it total number of classes under this test cases is 100, and then this test cases copy package contains 200 test cases. Okay, so instead of mentioning class level, we will go with the package level. Okay, so we have mentioned that we want to run all the test cases from this package com.qa.testcases. Okay, so we want to run all the test cases from this package as well. So similarly you can create the second node, package, then name equal to, in double quote you need to provide, so what is name? com.qa.testcases.copy. Okay, so you need to provide the complete name of the package here, dot copy. Okay, starting and ending node, and save it. That means all the test cases will be run. So if you run this, we will get how many? 2, 2, 4, 6 and 8 sentence will be displayed in the output. Okay, so how to run it? Just right click on TestNG.xml file, from here you can run, or just right click and here run as TestNG Suite. Okay, so once you run it, you can see total number of tests are 8, all passed, failure 0 and skips 0. So this is the let me show you. Okay, so all the test cases got run. Okay, so this is how you can use the it's up to you, according to your need. You can use the class level or you can use the package level, right? Let's say, so currently under this suite we only have one test. Okay, so I will show you multiple tests also. So let's say, for example, this test I will change some name. Let's say for an e-commerce application, for example for Flipkart, these test cases from package 1 are related to the, you can say, add product functionality. Okay, so you are giving the meaningful name here. So whatever test cases we are going to run under this test are related to the add product, and all those test cases are present in test case com.qa.testcases package. Okay, so okay, let it be there. So let's say package 1 is related to the add product. Okay, so I will just remove this. Okay, this is our one test. Now I am to create another test, means second test with name equal to let's say in this test name we have test cases related to the payment. Okay, close this. Don't get confused between this thread count as of now. Okay, so I will tell you later about this. And it is showing error because we have not used it. This should be at this place. Okay, starting node and ending node. So this will acts as a one test. Okay, this much part, and this is our second test that we are going to create. So in this test we are going to mention the package 2. So all the test cases under this com.qa.testcases.copy package are related to the payment. So same thing, you can declare the packages, then package. Okay, copy this. Okay, and just you need to change the package name here, dot copy. Okay, so I'm just giving you an example how you can have multiple tests, or accordingly meaningful name you can give, like add product test cases are under this package. So I will run all the test cases, so that in the report, when a report gets generated, it will show you correctly, like add product, this much test cases we run, and this must pass, this must fail. And second test is our payment related test cases, like how many pass, how many fail. Okay, so it is always a good practice to provide the meaningful name for the test. So now we can say that this suite contains two tests. Okay, multiple tests. Okay, and that's why it's called as a test suite. Okay, TestNG Test Suite. So let us run this. So this time I will show you here. You can see only the package level, only one test, and it contains two package, test case 1, test case 1 from the second package, like that. So let us go and run this, and we will see how it shows. Okay, all the tests got executed, and if you go to the result, you can see that add product. Okay, this is my one test, which the package we executed is test case 1 from the test case package. Okay, then test case 2 from this test cases package. Okay, then you will find this second test, that is the payment. So, okay, so this will help you to see, to find the test case related to the some functionality. Okay, so regression is our suite name. Okay, under which two tests are there, one is my add product, one is my payment. Okay, so this is how you can use it in your real-time application. Okay, Okay, so I think this is sufficient for this session. We have just seen the basic thing about the TestNG XML file, what is use of it when we have to run the multiple test cases in a single shot. Okay, so rather than going to each test case and run it, you can create the TestNG XML file of your Maven project. Okay, and then right click on that, run as TestNG Test Suite. Okay, TestNG Suite. Okay, so make sure you have TestNG plugin installed in your system. Okay, so that's it for this session. If you have any question, queries, or any suggestions for me, you can add it in your in the comment box. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video soon. Bye.